immersed under the Spirit. The Spirit comes from heaven and sit upon us. Only one thing, let me tell you this, only what comes from heaven can go back to heaven. Men in flesh come from the earth. And if we say, yes, I drive a big car, oh yes, I have a house on the hill, I have this, I have money in the bank, oh yes, all these I have, but when I have this, at the end of the day, where will I go? At the end of the day, what will happen to me? Oh yes, I think that, oh yes, I have this, okay, I'm there. When I said, oh yes, I have a house, I have a car, I have everything. But when you don't have anything until you have Jesus. Oh yes, I recognize that I didn't have anything until I had Jesus. Oh, when I was going to school, I had some dormmates, and I got saved. I used to party a lot with them. And they said, you know, every Wednesday we go to party. They said to me that, you know, because my name was Kingston at the time. So they called me Kingston at school, and you know, because of I would be disrespectful, rude to anybody at any place. Because I'm away from home and nobody can tell me what to do because I'm on my own now. I have my own life. So I would curse my words. I would do whatever. I would trick girls. I would say whatever just to get a girl to talk to, just to get a girl to do this. But when I left this life and I came to Christ, my friend said to me, you know, by Wednesday, you're coming back to party with us. The Wednesday, I find a church. Instead, I dance for the devil, I dance for Jesus. I went to the church, even though I said, I missed the party, I missed the girls, I missed what we used to do. But when I went to Jesus, I find joy, I find peace, I find love, I find the things that I wanted. I thought the girls had it. Oh yes, I thought if I had 5 girls, oh yes, I would feel comfortable. But I didn't feel anything because there was something on the inside that wants something more. And only Jesus can fill that spot. I tried to put the girls there, but it didn't work. I tried to put the drink in there, but it didn't work. I tried to put the smoke in there, but it didn't work. Only Jesus could have filled that spot. And I can tell you today, if it has not been for Jesus, oh yes, my life would have died. Oh yes, I could have been dead. Oh, because I remember I saw this lady once. I didn't know the lady from anywhere. I just went and I hold on to this lady. And I saw this man coming out of this car with a glow stick. I know, I was wondering who he was going with the glow stick for. But when I realized it was me he was coming for, the man said to me, what are you holding, why are you holding on to my woman? I'm saying I'm just asking her a question. I got a crawl in my shell. My friend was there and he didn't even say anything. But I can tell it was Jesus that saved me that day. Because that man could have killed me just by holding on to his lady. I didn't know the lady. I was just asking her a question. But this is how easy we can lose our life. And our life gets lost. This is how easy we may go to some party. And when we reach the party, shots fired. And you know at the end of everything, you recognize that, oh yes, I was talking to that young man yesterday about giving his life to the Lord. And when you recognize he's dead, gone to hell because there's no repentance in the grave. It doesn't matter how much money you have. It doesn't matter how much car you got. It doesn't matter where you live. Once you go into that grave, and if you don't go in Jesus' name, there's only one place that you can end up, and that is hell. There's no pretty way about it. If we come to church, and if we sit on the street side, and if we rub out our hand mirrors, and if we smoke, and if we drink, and if we talk about girls, and if we talk about sex, and if we do fornication, if we commit adultery, once we start doing things that is not of God, persons say, I don't have to get baptized because I don't smoke, I don't drink, I have a wife, and she's my only girl. Yes. But guess what? Good works cannot save you. Paul said if it was good works, you wouldn't have to get converted. Because if it's good works, I know that many of us today would have to be standing here because we could have still be in our bed comfortable and talking about what we can be. We could be watching television. We could have been on the internet. We could have been someplace. But because we know that good works cannot save us, that's why we're standing here. We're standing here to tell the people that Jesus alone can save you. There's no other name given among men whereby we must be saved. Oh, salvation cometh not but through Jesus. Only way we can be saved unless we give our lives to Jesus. Only way we can have life, oh yes, more abundantly, unless we give our lives to Jesus. But this process, we have to recognize now. We have to renew our mind. As Romans said, renewing of your mind. Be not conformed to this world. There I was at school. I could have conformed with my friends and gone to the party. There again, once my friend came back to me again and he said, "Skate, you know, I have this weed and you know, you want a drug thing?" I said, "No." He said to me, "You know, when I smoke this, I get high." I said, "Okay, sir." When I say Jesus, I call Jesus, I get higher. So when you smoke your clip and you have to smoke all 2 or 3, I just have to say Jesus. I don't even have to say it loud, I have to say it. And I'm high, I'm flying. But when I tell you, let me tell you something. This thing, only Jesus can give you peace. You know, in your home, you're wondering what is going on. You know, the problems, the things arising, situations arising, and I don't know how to deal with this. But let me tell you, Jesus can help you. Jesus knows how to tweak and to turn and to fix things that they fit in the right places. He knows how to call out. He knows to push back, and he said, "Okay, sit right here." And when he said sit right here, he fixed what is in front of you. So you don't have to worry to say, if I go there, will something happen to me? When you let Jesus work in your life, you don't have to worry about anything because he already set what the plans he has for you. He knows the plans he has for you. As he said to Jeremiah, "I know you from your mother's womb." He knows us from before our mothers conceived us. He knows before what the life would have lived. But only Jesus can change us. Hallelujah. The renewing of the mind is made possible where we set our mind. No, listen. Setting our mind, we may say, okay. As the minister today at church, he said, Peter said, "I will go to prison for you, Jesus, even to the very grave." But Jesus said to Peter, "Peter, you will deny me not only once, not twice, but thrice." But when you realize that when we renew our mind, Jesus doesn't want a lifting, because he said many of us honor him with our lips, but our heart is far from him. And when we recognize and we realize that when we look and see that only action can prove that you really love God, only action can say that I will stand up for God. Only a real man stand up for Jesus. You know, there was an accident at school, and my friend said, "I wish you were the first person," but the first thing I remember that I was a Christian. And you know, after out of everything, I said, "God, I will still stand for you." And I went home from school. School actually finished, and I went home and I wasn't working. Saints, I'll tell you something. Person see me come to church and I will smile and I will jump. But person doesn't know what some stuff I've been going through. But only Jesus can keep me that I can say Jesus. If it has not been for Jesus, I could stand there and say Jesus. You know, I remember that sometimes I would come to church on a Sunday. Only Sunday day I would get to come to church. You know, and when I come out to church, I don't know how I'm going home. I don't know where the bus fare is coming from. I don't know even if I get bus fare to go home. I don't know what I'm going home to eat. Because sometimes I'm going to be honest. I remember there was a time I was so hungry I didn't have any money at all. I went on my knees and I said, Jesus, even if it's here, fill my belly with it. That God, I couldn't bear the hungry anymore. I said, Jesus, fill my belly with here. I didn't mind what was around. I said, Jesus, fill my belly with here, because I was hungry. My mind was hungry. I want to contemplate suicide. I want to say I want to give up. I just didn't want to just give up everything. But when I said Jesus, He gave me comfort. He promised that He will comfort us. Even when our sorrows rocked us upon, when our ship rocked, when we go on some stormy seas, and our ship rocked, Jesus promised that yes, He will stand with you. He will give you peace in the midst of the storm. It wasn't easy to stand for Jesus, but He promised that whenever we rock, whenever we rock, sometimes our feet they knock against each other, but Jesus promised that He will stand with you. Sometimes people they wash their mouth on you. Sometimes people say you're not coming to anything, but Jesus, He promised you that He will stand with you. He promised you that He will favor you. He promised you that wherever you work, wherever you go to school, wherever you are at, I will be with you. Not today, not tomorrow, not yesterday, but forever. The Bible said, I will lift my eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. Sometimes, we look and we see some things is not working out for us. We say, God forget us. But God has not forgotten us. He's just working. This is just a process. Because if God just give us everything, then we say, God, we could have stayed in the world. If God just give us everything, then we'll put our mind on it. But we have to go through some stuff to recognize our God. We got to go through some stuff to see that yes, God can come true even in the deepest time. Even the bad situation, He can stand for you. Even when it seems that it's okay, I'm leaning against the wall. Only the wall can help me. But Jesus promised you that He will comfort you. It doesn't matter what you don't have. Sometimes we Christians, sometimes we say, God, I want this, and it may not happen exactly the time we want it. But Jesus is an on-time God. When we look at Lazarus, He didn't go because He wanted to prove that, listen, I am a God. And He wanted to prove that God can do all things. Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. But Chase is saying tonight, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can stand up for Jesus. I may not have enough money in the bank. I may not have a pretty clothes. I may not drive in a car. I may not own a house. But I know Jesus. I know Jesus. Jesus owns me. He owns me, called His own. He said, son, come unto me, all ye that labor and heavy laden, and I will give you rest. If you need rest, just come to Jesus. There's no other place you can get rest but through Jesus. If we try, and we try by our own self, if we try by our own means, it won't work, because this is only possible through Jesus, living according to the Spirit. Oh yes, this process of transformation is quite simple. We got to recognize after being baptized and coming over, we come out of that and we come in